Today is Saturday, the 11th. We are in Vermont. We're in the Five Bogs. The fall colors up here are kind of in their last phase, it would seem. Good and bad. I wasn't able to get up here last week. Probably would have been better, but also I avoid the leaf peepers that way, so that's not so bad. So a little bit of yin and yang there. Today we are also conscious of hunters. I have already seen a few, so there's that. It's not really warm enough. I have to wear a fleece, but it's the only thing that was like orange that I had, so in principle I'm wearing that. And we're going to go and see what we see. We're going to make a round through the various Five Bogs and play it a little close, mainly just because of the hunter factor. I've already heard gunfire, so there are some people in here. And they could have driven in, so we'll see what we see. I already saw two on the road coming in too, so it's something you got to be aware of. And that being said, let's get moving. We'll see what we find, and the day will take its course. Thanks. So it is sometime later, and in the course of making my way through the Five Bogs, I found myself focused more on the field than on the camera, so I haven't really done any videoing. I have taken a decent amount of photography, even though the colors and the floor are in the later part of the fall up here. There's more down in Connecticut, but I guess it is what it is. It's a short one. There's not really a lot going on. Last week was the New York conference. This week, I'm not personally aware of any events, and I don't really have a lot on bigfooting on my mind, really. The one thing I will mention, I guess I'll just make this a shout-out kind of thing then, and I'll wrap it up. Unless, of course, somebody wants to walk out and say hello on the way gradually back to where I'm going. Although I will be up here next 2 weeks from now for a prolonged 3-day weekend, so there's that. I had put something out on Facebook that I was going to consider the actual evidence gathering piece of what I do and take that off grid to a place where it's going to be stored, where it'll be posted publicly once the investigation has run its course and you are functionally done with it. But during the course of the cycle, it's just my opinion, and I'm sorry that it comes to this, but there are too many fucking agendas, too many people that are looking to undercut, take credit from, encroach on the situation they didn't find, etc., etc. Word it the way you want, but back in the day, just to cite the example, I won't embarrass the person by giving his name, I had talked to a witness about a report, and I hadn't even gotten the thing fully written, and somebody thoroughly uninvolved in the investigation had fucking posted this up on their blog before it was even there. This is why you don't share information in the early stages of an investigation. Because you have the drama whores, and sorry, dude, you're a drama whore for doing that. I had to fucking, like, can you put the fucking thing down so I can actually write the report up first? Jeez. Too many people out there, either by intent or by lack of judgment, do this shit. So, it's kind of how I've done things anyway, so this isn't really that big a departure from how I do things, but like it or not, and I'm speaking in my mind right now to a person in the Massachusetts group, none of the people in the actual group itself, but one of the members, non-group members, but a member of the group. Not a member of the research group in question, a member of the Facebook group. Two different things, for clarity. Who constantly has made a point of saying, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? when people who have been in the thing as long as I have learned by doing things ourselves and figuring things out as we went. The new generation, there's at least a few of them, not all of them, but some of them want to just be fucking spoon-fed. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry that there is a generation of helicopter-parented little simpletons out there. They can't do shit for themselves, but that's how that's going to happen if you like it, whether you like it or not. And if you don't, well, boo-hoo. Anyway, that's really all I got. We're going to go and do that. I was thinking about using something like a group on Telegram, but that's also a service. I might set up something similar, like a encrypted Mastodon server, one instance with only a select invite people involved, or some similar mechanism. But I'm still mulling over my options of technology. That being said, I'm just going to do a shout out because it's quiet here today, and I'm also a little impeded by the fact there are no shortage of hunters. It is hunting season. I've seen more than a few, so it's not that warm today, but I'm wearing orange because it's hunting season. I've heard gunshots, and I've seen a couple of people go walking in and driving in that are not unarmed. So you gotta think in terms of safety too. So anyway, like, subscribe, the same thing. Send criticism, constructive criticism, death threats, whatever. Threats of litigation if you're somebody who's a thin-skinned little bitch. You know who you are, or not, and we'll go from there. Anyway, until next time, bye.
Nice day, isn't it? Okay, that's enough of that. Screw you, get off my lawn.